Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your December reading. What I'm hearing for you guys right off the bat is hear me. I feel you're getting ready to say something. You're getting ready to make a very big, bold statement that you need all ears on you. But let's take a look at how this works out for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Pisces. Now, and Venus, of course, if I bring up love, and I will at the very end, and I will also pull in a Beyond card. So Pisces, this is a big moment where you may have felt that your throat was restricted. I can kind of feel it a little bit right now. Now that doesn't mean that you aren't doing well. You may be vibrating very high, but this is a higher level than wherever you're at today. This is something that you need to take a courageous step in speaking up your piece, speaking up whatever it is to do with you as a person, breaking free of an old cycle that is going to lead you into abundance and prosperity. Now, the tarot is saying that you have to look at the situation from every different angle in order to make the right move at the right time. So micro-vibe your way through it. So if you haven't read my book, Micro-Vibes is by Gonzales on Amazon for sale. So this is that moment for you to look this direction, making sure that these people over here are paying attention. But more importantly, that you can see everything that's going on around you. Making sure it's the right moment at the right time is going to pay off greatly for you in the month of December. So with this, and for those of you who are new, I welcome you. I am LoriAnn. I am a psychic medium. I hear it, see it, feel it, and know it. I'm guided into these messages, and I was guided to be brought out here on YouTube for you guys. I use the tarot as a way for you to visualize whatever I'm seeing, but you'll see the tarot cards follow whatever I'm guided to say. You have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, that's where you're feeling stuck, okay? So look in every different direction for you to get unstuck and open up your throat, okay? You've got something big to say, and again, I feel it's right in this area. If you're feeling a little tense right here, listen closely. Hear me is the overall message for this month of December, where you're going to be stepping out and you have something to say. When the swords are down, if you understand the tarot, which is the story of life, when the swords are down, that's saying that somebody is not talking. There's no communication, and that blocked communication can leave us in a stuck pattern. So you may have had an argument with somebody that you love. You're Pisces, so you're all about love. I have a Pisces moon, and I get it. I dig you guys. I have a lot of friends who are Pisces. I love Pisces. But you guys are very love. You're about love. You love to give. You love to give and give. And you equally may want to receive back. But it's more about that satisfaction of making someone else smile, of making someone else feel heard. So it may not even be you. It may be the other person. We have the Eight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands is saying back and forth, very positive communication. We're going to look at family because I feel for some of you it is a family dynamic that is getting ready to change for the better. A change that's coming in, whether that's to release you to where you feel free and able to move forward, or a coming back around and reuniting, but we will look further. When it comes to you, you have to step up and you've really got to take this big leap of faith, and you have to make this communication, opening this up. If we have any of our chakras, and the chakras are inside our body, it isn't on the outside, it's none of this, all right? Now, the aura, the energy radiates through us, around us, and in us. And it exudes outward to other people. So we can tell what kind of mood they're in. We're like human mood rings. You know, we can tell the way other people look or what they're feeling, what they're thinking based on that appearance. This is something that needs to be verbally said. And it's been 7 to 8 months or 7 to 8 years since this has been taking place, where it's a big breakthrough for you. You, the sign of Pisces. So let's take a look at your family. Let's see what's going on with them. But it is all about you speaking up, inviting people to come and spend the holiday with you, saying the words, I'm sorry, I love you, but I feel it's more about something that you need to do is where it's really at. We have the Star card, and this is a family dynamic. You could be dealing with the sign of Aquarius itself because that does represent the sign of Aquarius. However, whatever zodiac sign you're dealing with, Pisces, this is that moment for you to heal the situation. Okay, there is healing coming into the family. Again, I feel that 7 to 8 months, 7 to 8 years, something may have taken a wrong turn. Okay, because somebody didn't see it in the right angle. Somebody wasn't listening to you. So you're going to say, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I need to say this. Now we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is about your skill set. This is about a union, a coming together, a unit. So this is the family. This is you creating that unit again. But it's a bigger and better bonding than what you thought it would be originally. This is not for those of you where you were, where you don't like them. Okay. If you don't like somebody that put you in that pattern, if you're stuck in anger, this reading probably is not your reading at this point, but it may be in just a moment. So this Three of Pentacles is you really are an excellent talker. You're very good at communicating most of the time. But when we have that blockage inside, in the unseen energy within, that's when it can cause problems, because then our heart flutters and we have those butterflies flickering around. Feels like we're going to become nauseated and get headaches, and all of a sudden we don't feel well. It affects our physical health, our mental health, and everything else around us, including the flow of abundance and prosperity. It will block it in a second. And that's why I think it's so important for the sign of Pisces to heal this family dynamic. Now, I feel somebody was really standing up in a spotlight with that Star card. They were standing out and they were taking over, like controlling the situation. Again, maybe even over talking you. Okay, you know how people interrupt, and I have a horrible habit of interrupting people because they already know what they're going to say, which is not right. It's just not right. But yet, you know, it's just part of who we are. And we have to work at that. We have to really work at changing that pattern. That's what I feel is taking place. Whoever you're dealing with may be a Cancer, Scorpio, or fellow Pisces for sure. But this is that beautiful moment where the heart opens up. And when our heart opens up, it allows the other chakras to open up. And now we can begin to receive. Now we can extend positive back and forth communication. And if somebody's not talking positive in a very powerful, because this is empowerment right here, okay, in a very powerful way, you're going to say, hear me out. I did it. You're going to do this to them so that they are able to actually hear what you have to say. And it is important. I do feel for some of you, it is a sibling, okay, a sibling that you're dealing with. Now, it can be a mother, father, a best friend. It can be anybody around, whoever you consider family, where there is love between the two of you. So this is going to be like what we want to call a blessed holiday season for the sign of Pisces. So make sure that you open your heart. That doesn't mean you let somebody hurt you. Never. No. It means you open your heart and you use it with discernment. You create the logic, and that's where you're using those swords in the upright position. So if you guys are looking for holiday presents, I just want to share this with you. I have a wonderful company that I do have an affiliation with. I get a very small percentage, and if you look down in the drop box, you'll see it. But this particular necklace that I'm wearing is from Norbert. I love their products, and they're super fun, and they are very, very affordable. Take a look at them, and you, I guarantee, will find that one gift you're looking for somebody you don't know what to get for them. Equally, there is a link right here on YouTube. You will see that will take you directly to their site. So I hope you guys enjoy that part of this reading. Now, let's look at whatever challenges you may be facing along the way. Okay, the challenges can block us again, all over again, fears and negative thinking. And I feel, again, there might be some apprehension based on what took place 7 to 8 months ago, 7 to 8 years ago. There may be some apprehension. We have the Six of Cups, and the challenge is they're your family. You love them. Okay, happy fond memories of what you had, and you might be needing to say something that's going to change the dynamic of the relationship. For example, I'm relocating and I need you to hear me out. This is the best move for me. So whatever it is, you want to remember the happy fond memories you have with them. You want to keep in that high vibration because it is going to change the dynamic of the outcome that you're looking to get from this conversation. We're going to look at career in just a moment. So you guys, whoever this person is, they may have made you feel rejected, unwanted, and that's what I mean, that they did that to you, and now you're going to do that to them only if they try to do this again, right? So if they were making you feel neglected, unwanted, even if it's your own romantic partner, which we'll look at that, I'll pull a card at the end. But this is really about the adversities. How do you proceed forward and keep the love without being rejected or over-giving to where you're giving everything you have to that person? Use your inner divine masculine and your inner divine feminine. If you are a member in my Soul Live membership, there is an 8-part course in there where I go through all the signs of the journey, and it will help guide you through this situation. Now, I feel it actually had to do with money. Okay, I do feel that somebody took advantage of somebody and they took the money, took 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 pentacles coming down. So that is a decent chunk of money. If you're looking at the 10 of Pentacles overall in general, that 6 they didn't get. Taking 4 may have been all your extra money that you had tucked away, your savings, okay? And they may have wanted to invest it or put it into something that did not pay off, and they left you. They left you, they didn't give you the payment back, they just kind of took it and left. And that's what I mean, but this is somebody you love, and normally they wouldn't do it, but I feel there was a sense of shame attached to this person. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now this sign came out in the sign of Aquarius, which I just did their reading. So there are some similarities between the Aquarius and the Pisces reading, which could mean that you are on the cusp of Aquarian and Pisces as well, or that is somebody around you, one in each sign. But regardless of the, the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, regardless of the sign, of the zodiac sign, this is somebody, like I said, is normally grounded, and they may have a lot of security around them. Whatever this financial endeavor was that this family member may have led you into, not paying off is probably a big humiliation for this Queen of Pentacles, because they don't do things out of balance normally. They could have been tricked. They may have been having an off day. I don't feel it's deceptive. I don't feel it's a snake in the background, somebody trying to actually hurt you. I feel it was more of I'm hearing a bad judgment call, a poor choice. That's what I just heard, that they made the poor choice in whatever advice they gave you and whatever they were investing this money in. For some of them, they may have taken it and risen into the Queen of Pentacles, and now they're coming back around to communicate with you, to give you the information. Now I'm pulling one more card. This is a challenge card. These are the adversities. You've got the Seven of Swords. That's why I was guided to pull one more card. The Seven of Swords is that, backstabbing, lying, conniving, manipulating kind of energy. Now, for some of you, you may have seen that, or you definitely felt that way. If you felt rejected by this person, if they just kind of took the investment money and ran off, you did feel that way, absolutely, and probably went through every single cycle to get to a better place today. So hearing that they may come in and talk to you might kind of jog you a little bit, but stay grounded. this is in your advantage. By talking to this person, the payout is going to follow, okay? It is positive communication, back and forth communication between you and this particular individual. So let's take a look at your career and see what's going on in that area. We have the Ten of Swords, and this is an ending, okay? So you may have recently lost your job, or you're considering walking away from one. As I am recording this, this is the 20th of November. So at the time December begins, you may have recently chosen to walk away, but there is an ending to whatever the situation is that you've been dealing with. But I don't feel it's going to be like make you cry. I don't feel it's going to tear you down, because I feel there was a lot of manipulative energy around this organization. I do feel it was a mid-sized to a large-sized company or corporation that you were involved with, where they weren't keeping their word and their communication didn't match their actions, is what I'm being guided to say. They weren't following their own rules in some cases, and in others I feel that the contracts that were agreed upon were not followed through accordingly. So walking away from them is probably going to be a big relief, because with the Ten of Swords always comes a lot of that heaviness and that draining energy of dealing with something. You got to go to work and it's like, every time you pull up in the driveway, you're like, but you do have a change. You have the Nine of Swords, and this is concerning to you. It is. And, a lot of people are concerned right now in the world, and changes do that, right? Changes make us concerned, where we are seeing things that we are not familiar with. And when we are looking at the unfamiliar, it creates anxiety and stress. But for a lot of you, this is the stress that I was talking about in the job itself, where you've been dealing with this and putting up with it, and they're not honoring whatever the promise was, is not being honored. So when it comes to career, you are definitely ending a situation. Now, we have a new job right behind it. You see, December is going to be an amazing month for many, many people. All of the feeling of a lack of money, of anything, is actually going to shift in the month of December. It's going to rise up for a while, and we're going to feel so much better. Now, as we move into 2023, there's going to be a lot of big changes. Of course, bringing in a little bit more stress because it's unfamiliar. But yet, there will be new beginnings for almost every single person who decides to jump into that high vibrating energy. The Page of Pentacles is an offer coming in. Now, if you're walking away from a job, or if you got fired, you might be getting a little bit of a payout. And I say little bit, I'm seeing 3-6, like 3 to 6 months of compensation to give you, something to live on. Or that could be unemployment, depending on where you live, what country you're in. By the way, I'm guided to say hello to those of you in Italy. I don't know how many of you are reading, but leave a comment in the drop box below, okay? Now, this Page of Pentacles may be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, and it could actually even tie into the family member or friend who may have invested your money incorrectly, or needs to pay you back. Okay, whatever this is a payout coming in. For a lot of you, this is a new opportunity coming in. Now, it may start off on a lower scale. I'm seeing like 30 hours, so it might not be quite full-time, not quite part-time, kind of in the middle. In the U.S., 35, unless that's changed. I was in business for over 20 years, and it was always 35. That was full-time, and then it changed. So it may have changed again, but I feel it's more like around 30 hours a week, where it's a beginning stage right in the month of December, bringing in the money that you're going to need. The money's going to be there. So stay in a high vibration. Open up your throat chakra and allow the abundance and prosperity to come into your life, especially when we're looking at career. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at romance, all right, and see how this ties in with romance. I do hope you guys are doing well. Please subscribe to the channel. I love doing this for you. It's 5 years for me. Right here on YouTube, and I'm still here for you. So please give a thumbs up as we move forward into the year of 2023. Getting to know each other, whether you are in a relationship or you're getting ready to meet somebody, getting to know somebody is one of the biggest assets we can have in a relationship. If we go too quick and we don't really know that much about them, then it can turn into a disaster. It can actually backfire on us. I knew somebody who said that they used to go camping with their father all the time. They were always going camping. But the truth was they were homeless and they lived in the woods. They weren't actually camping. They had nowhere else to go. So the more we get to know somebody, the better it is to protect ourselves. If you're in a relationship right now with your current partner, they're saying get to know them again. Because as you've gone through these changes, we change with the energy. We change. We move into these new things. It just takes time. It takes a few years for us to get caught up with everything that's going on. And that's exactly what a lot of us are doing. So your partner has equally gone through it. If you're meeting somebody new who could very well be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, which I feel is going to be a wonderful fit for you, particularly Taurus. Taurus is really standing out in the Pisces reading. Get to know them. Get your flirt on, look good, feel good, and open up your throat and say, you know, I really like you. Let's laugh, let's have some fun, and let's enjoy the moment. The more enjoyment you have in that moment, the better you're going to get to know them. So it is going to be a big month to really indulge in getting to know not only a romantic partner, but people in general all around. So let's pull a Beyond card for each and every one of you. This is from my own deck that I created to help you in your life see a little bit further than what comes through these readings. So the card for you is the collective consciousness. You know, forgiveness is the overall message, all right? So forgiveness, and with forgiveness comes a lot of cloudiness, and you can see how this completely ties in with the reading. The forgiveness that has been needed for 7 to 8 years, okay? And it's unique to each and every one of you, but it is definitely calling in a group of you where it is a big span. A lot of time has passed since this took place. So 7 to 8, 78 is your numbers for the month of December. These are progressive numbers that I feel you're going to see how it's a stepping stone, and it's going to go boop, boop, and by your birthday, you're going to be in a whole different direction. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel alive. Over the month of December and January, things are going to increase a little bit at a time, and completion will come in right around the end of February in 2023. So this is a beautiful moment for you to actually hear what somebody has to say. And equally, whoever you're dealing with, they need to hear what you have to say, because the words you speak are so very, very important in the month of December. It's life-changing. It's changing the course of your life path for the next 10 years, if not for longer. This is part of your evolution of the soul, where we rise into different levels of ascension. So Pisces, it's a remarkable month of December, and I'm super excited to present this reading to you. Please thumbs up this reading and share with those that you love. Thank you for watching. Much love.